Hey everybody, welcome to unit number 6. 3 weeks left, and that is all we have to do for ENG 110. So as usual, I just like to kind of go over what you're doing this week, establish any helpful hints, that sort of thing. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And if you have not yet done so, please, please, please take a look at the extra video that I posted last week for you. There were some problems. There had been some problems going on with turning in work, not in Word format, different things. And so I made a video that kind of walks you through the whole process, not only of creating the document, but also creating the citations for the works cited or the references page and for the in-text citations, which are the harder part of the equation. All right, so let's take a look at week 6, unit number 6. We are still working, and we've already started working on it, but we are continuing work on the argument paper. And this week we're going to delve into how to really set up an effective argument. So we're going to focus on the appeals. Logical appeal, which means that we're focusing on expert information, solid facts, solid data, that sort of thing. Ethos, which means reliable credibility, also sometimes called the ethical appeal, which really means that you as a writer are being fair. So is one reason why we kind of try to keep away from super one-sided arguments. You're never going to persuade somebody to agree with you if you just tell them they're stupid, right? So ethos is that being balanced. And then pathos, or the pathetic impulse, the pathetic rhetorical strategy, is to appeal to people's heartstrings, to establish an emotional connection. Now, in some cases, that is used unfairly, right? You can appeal to somebody's emotions, but not give them any facts and data, and that's not really a good argument. But good arguments do have emotional appeals to them. So you're going to be looking at those this week in more depth. And then you're going to have your Unit 6 discussion board is going to focus on those rhetorical appeals. And then the knowledge check will be, of course, a regular knowledge check. So you don't have a formal writing assignment this week. Feel free to continue working on the argument paper. In fact, I would really encourage you to continue working on the argument paper. And that way too, you've basically got 2 weeks while you're finishing it to reach out with any questions, any problems, get some extra help by using the college resources, such as the TutorMe system, Grammarly, Academic Writer, all of those things. So let's take a look at the readings and resources as reminders. The first one focuses on writing an effective argument, which deals again with the idea that even though you want to make your side come out ahead, there's got to be some balance in writing those things. You also have a cool transition exercise that's going to help you with that some of those strategies that we create to move between one point to the next, those transitional words and phrases that we might use in our writing. Finally, you're digging into hardcore rhetoric and argument. And of course, there are readings as well as some videos to get you where you need to be on those things. So make sure you do all of those before you tackle the first assignment this week, which is, of course, the discussion board, and then definitely finish all those before you attack the knowledge check. So let's take a look, if I could talk. Let's take a look at the discussion board, because I will say, historically, some folks kind of have some problems with this one. There's some little pitfalls and things that I want to talk about with you. So here's what you're going to do. Please begin by selecting an advertisement for a popular product, such as soda, food, clothing brand, or a car. So you need to find an argument. Now, this could be a commercial that you've seen on TV or on the internet. And you can certainly find most commercials in YouTube or somewhere on the web. So you want to locate an actual advertisement. The other thing you can use is print ads. Now, of course, we don't see as many print ads in our lives because we don't see a lot of print magazines anymore. However, a lot of ads online are print ads. They are essentially just a photo, not a video. So that's kind of what we mean by a print ad. Even billboards would be considered a print ad, right? Because you're driving down the highway and there's an ad for Coke or there's an ad for Pepsi or whatever the case may be. So you could use billboards as well. Now you would need a picture of it. So you could look for one online, or if there's one that you see regularly, if you can safely take a photo of it, you can include one from your normal everyday life. Now, once you've picked that ad, you're going to write one paragraph considering the rhetorical strategies in the argument. So how does it try to sell the product to the consumer? Are there any emotions at play? Does the advertisement use emotions to try to get you to buy the product? And then finally, and this is the ethos, what makes you trust the brand? Is there something, is this an established company? Is this something that's brand new? And if so, how are they trying to build trust? A great example of that is I see a lot of billboards around town for different law firms here in Orlando. And one of the biggest things they use would be that they're trying to establish that they're the best, right? And so you guys have no doubt he's nationwide, but John Morgan of Morgan and Morgan, some of their billboard ads and certainly some of their commercial ads on TV and things like that will point to their reputation. Oh, we're the biggest, we're nationwide, we're big, we have power, we have these things. That's appealing to the ethics side of it, to say we are the best. Plumbing companies and even restaurants sometimes around town will say established in 1872. And the idea there is we tend to find businesses that have been around a long time to be more trustworthy because we figure, well, they must be trustworthy or they wouldn't still exist, right? So ethical appeal, how are they helping establish their trust? And sometimes they don't have to at all. It could be just a product that everybody knows and they don't have to make any special references to it. Coke and Pepsi are good examples of those, right? We know what we're getting when we get a Coke or a Pepsi. So you have to include some kind of link to the advertisement. If it's a photo and you can put the whole photo in the box, that's fine. It's probably going to be a link to a website that has that ad on it, or a YouTube for commercials, things of that nature. So you want to talk about ethos, pathos, and logos, which is why you want to really do the reading assignments before you tackle the discussion board. So that's what you're going to write for your own post, of course, by Wednesday for the full points. And then in your responses, consider the advertisements chosen by your classmates, which is another reason why it's important to include the ad so that they can see the ad you're talking about as well. If you were writing a critical review of the advertisement, what is one area you think the advertisement could be improved upon and why? Because they may not have covered that issue in their own response. So that gives you something new to say when you're writing your two responses to others. And that is it. You will also, of course, have that knowledge check, but no formal writing assignment this week. Go back and review some of the videos that you may not have reviewed that are in those announcements. They don't go away. So in fact, when you first sign in, it takes you to the announcement page. So all of these videos are still available for you and they stay relevant. Now, this is the one I was talking about specifically. It was posted on, what day was that? Friday. And this one walks you through creating an APA document. It even gives you a link to that template that we've been talking about and walks you through how to cite your sources within the stuff. So I hope everybody has a great week, and I will be back here live with you next Monday. But in the meantime, please reach out especially with questions on the argument essay that you are hopefully getting practically done a week in advance. It'd be great. You have a little bit of extra time this week without a formal writing assignment. All right, everybody, have a great day. Take care.